My name is Cynthia Garcia Tamargo, and I moved to Wellswood in 1972, so that makes me 60 years. No, 51 years. I live on Darby Avenue. I face the side of the Seminole Church of Christ. I live in the house that we purchased after we got married, next door to the house I grew up in. We lived there next to my mom all these years, and then when my mom passed away, my sister and I decided to sell it to my son. So now my son lives there and my grandson sleeps in my bedroom. We moved from Armenia Avenue, so it was busy. I mean, the traffic was constant. And what I recall is the quiet, because I wasn't used to the quiet. No traffic. I wasn't used to having a neighbor because we lived right on Armenia in a bungalow that my grandmother moved there in 1935. So it was busy, and we couldn't ride our bikes because we lived on Armenia Avenue. So that was the first thing that we bought for Christmas that year were bicycles. My sister and I had bicycles, and we actually could ride the neighborhood. And we had some neighbors. We had kids to play with. So that was kind of fun. Not play with because I was already a teenager, but my neighbor was, and they sold us the house, was Roland Acosta. He was the coach at Plant High School, and his daughter went to high school with me. So it was fun. That was a good time, and it was really nice to be able to walk to school because I went to Tampa Catholic. I was late every day. 5 houses from school, and I was late every day. Down on Rome was a place that we always went to. Right now, it's the church has a youth center there. It was called the Easy Park and Shop, and it was like a 7-Eleven, and it had the sign E-Z Park and Shop. So that was our neighborhood convenience store. And then across the street from that, where the Walgreens is today, was a restaurant called La Tasca. And it was kind of like almost like a diner. And we'd eat there quite often. And then behind that was a furniture refinisher, Mr. Rayner. I went to school with his daughter and his son, and he refinished furniture in like a warehouse that's kind of like where Wawa is. It was back there. Those are the businesses that I can remember. I can't remember very many others on Hillsborough Avenue. I do remember the bar on the corner of MLK and Armenia, Clementi's. We went for the summer. We went to the beach for a week, and when we came back, Clementi's was gone. It was like, what happened? Gone. And I think that was an Eckerd's or was some kind of a pharmacy or something. And like it came up within like a month it was there. And I do remember where the car wash is on Wishart as you come in from Armenia, where the car wash is was for a little while there, it was like a farmer's market. We were able to buy fresh fruit and stuff there on the corner. Have you ever seen like those vending machines in the old movies where it's a restaurant and you go in and you pull a sandwich out? Like that. It was milk. And it was Modern Dairy, I think was the name of it. And it was 50 cents. I remember my father had a fit when it went up to 55 cents. It was 50 cents. You would put in your 2 quarters, and it would tell you what door to open up. You'd open the door, pull your half gallon out, and off you went. It was really cool. I've taken pictures of houses for the last couple of years. As I walked the neighborhood, I started taking pictures because I realized how many of these houses were coming down and these big houses were coming up. I mean, my mom bought her house in 1972. They bought it for $16,000. And that was like, oh my God, we've got a mortgage of $16,000 because she'd never had a mortgage in her life. And then we bought ours for 30, and now I just spent 20 on my driveway. So these houses that are coming up, they're $500,000. It's interesting the way you see the differences, the changes in the houses, even the yucky houses on Rome that they're fixing. I mean, it's incredible what they're doing to some of these homes. So it's good because it's bringing up all of our values, and it's bringing in new families, and it's bringing in that kind of a family life. But on the flip side of that, like across the street from me, the church has lost so many members that they had to sell off the back 100 feet of the church. So they sold that part off, and there's 8 houses there now, 8 new houses. So it's I don't know, it's kind of sad in a way. When we had a hurricane, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, that it was really going to impact our area. Everybody got everybody's phone number down the block, down the other block. After it was all done, we checked on each other, made sure everything was okay, the old people at the corner, that kind of thing. So I think that community spirit is coming back a little bit. I don't think it has anything to do so much with the neighborhood itself as it does with just people in general wanting to have that kind of spirit like it used to be. I hope that the people that are coming in make this home and enjoy the camaraderie and the uniqueness of our city, and that we don't lose our heritage.